For many generations, there's been a misconception that dogs and cats can't get along. Their relationship is certainly portrayed as adversarial in countless cartoons and children's stories. But many people actually believe this in real life, too. Yet much of the time, that couldn't be further from the truth. Cats and dogs certainly can get along, and in fact, can even be great friends. Case in point, this kitten and puppy at a pet store in Taiwan were such great friends that they couldn't bear to be apart. But it was what cameras in the store caught them doing one night after the lights went out that might just be the cutest thing ever. These days, it's easier than ever to have friends all over the world. Between calls, emails, texts, and social media, you don't need to physically be with a buddy very often to remain close with them. Even so, it's always best when you're able to physically be in the same room with the people in your life who you love and care about. And apparently, dogs and cats have been known to feel the same way. In a pet store in Taiwan, for instance, a kitten and puppy were placed in separate glass enclosures, right next to each other. They could see and hear each other through the glass, but they couldn't actually interact. So, one devised a daring plan. The kitten decided to take matters into their own paws. It all started with an impressive leap onto the top of the glass, where she was able to reach her tiny body out of the enclosure. She was dangling perilously close to the edge, though. For several seconds, it seemed that the poor cat was starting to regret her decision. She wasn't sure how to go about making her next move, and whatever she did, she certainly didn't want to fall. It didn't take long before the kitty's puppy friend started to stir. Once he noticed what his feline pal was doing, he pressed his paws against the glass and started offering some encouragement. It really looked like the puppy was either trying to cheer on his little kitten friend, or he was just terribly worried about her. After all, for a moment, it started to look like she would take a tumble. Soon enough, it became clear what the kitten was doing. She was trying to escape from her own enclosure. Rather, she was trying to visit her puppy friend next door. She simply needed to complete a high wire act to do it. This story definitely shatters the misconception that cats and dogs have to be sworn enemies. Heck, how many friends do you know who would be willing to go to these lengths for each other? This might be the cutest thing imaginable. Hopefully, the pet store owners keep this adorable duo together from now on, so that these friends will never be apart again.